Live, late breaking. WESH 2 News Sunrise starts now.
Good Thursday morning. I'm Jason Geitz, 4:30 a.m.
And I'm Sonica Donge. We want to bring in first warning meteorologist Kellyanne Klass. And Kellyanne, a bit of a different story this morning. Fog, not as much of an issue for folks heading out to work.
No, I want to get you outside right now to Port Canaveral, where this time yesterday we were tracking a lot of thick and dense fog, and that is not the case by any means this morning. Now, we are going to be watching some reduced visibilities throughout the morning. Palm Coast, you're down to about a mile visibility, and watching some fog trying to develop in southeastern Brevard County. But for the most part, a lot of us are doing okay in visibilities, and I'm going to expect that throughout much of the morning. Interestingly enough, though, we do have a dense fog advisory for western Marion County. That's going to be west of the I-75 corridor until 10, but I'm not seeing any signals right now that we're seeing any of that fog develop. Here's a look outside right now in Marion County, where we have nothing but clear conditions. Though it is cool. We're at 58 degrees in Ocala, 59 in the Villages, but 63 degrees in DeLand, 64 in Orlando, and 66 degrees in Kissimmee. Once that fog lifts, we'll have mostly sunny conditions for the rest of the day ahead. Highs in the 80s, and the warming trend continues. We'll talk about those details in Central Florida's certified most accurate forecast in just a few minutes.
All right, we'll see you then, Kellyanne. Police are telling WESH 2 News 2 people were found dead at the end of an hours-long standoff at a Claremont apartment complex.
We want to show you some video from Chopper 2 at the Cottonwood Apartments. This was on Oakley Seaver Drive just before 4 yesterday afternoon. WESH 2's Haley Crumblehome spoke with residents who say they weren't allowed inside their homes.
And Osceola County deputies are investigating after they say skeletal remains were found. This was in a field near Church on East Earl Bronson Memorial Highway. This map gives you an idea of that location. Investigators believe these remains belong to an adult man, and no foul play or criminal activity is suspected. Detectives believe they know the man's identity, but if you have information, give the sheriff's office a call. A 24-year-old was shot dead, authorities say, inside his Ocala home.
Now, police say he was just playing video games when bullets were fired through the windows. As WESH 2's Gail Pascal Brown explains, 3 men are facing murder charges in this deadly shooting from last year. A jury found this 17-year-old not guilty of stabbing his mother to death in Polk County. Originally, deputies say Colin Griffith called 911 saying his mom fell on the knife during an argument. But deputies say he stabbed her. Griffith's attorney claimed the death last September was self-defense. His attorney told jurors, "You've heard of suicide by cop. Isn't it reasonable to think that Kathy committed suicide by son?" This comes more than a year after Griffith killed his father in Oklahoma. He said his dad pulled a knife on him and chased him through the house. So Griffith said he picked up a gun and shot him twice. He also claimed self-defense and was never charged in that case.
A Seminole County judge had to stand and receive his punishment in Tallahassee after facing allegations of improper conduct. Judge Wayne Culver went in front of the state Supreme Court for a public reprimand. Culver was accused of cursing at defendants in court and threatening to put people in jail without following the proper process. Justices on the state's highest court condemned his actions and suspended him for 60 days without pay. The Chief Justice told Culver he could have faced even more severe punishment.
Judge Culver, your misconduct is so unacceptable and so detrimental to public confidence in the integrity of the judiciary that a more severe sanction, including removal from the bench, might have been justified.
The court did not remove Culver because they said his actions came while he was dealing with the loss of his father and because others in the legal community said the behavior was very unusual for him. Kissimmee leaders are looking at options to curb alcohol sales.
One option would stop businesses from selling liquor past midnight, with a few exceptions. WESH 2's Luana Munoz spoke with business owners who say this could force them to close. Well, it is certainly going to be a busy year at our local theme parks.
Yeah, and we're all the winners. Universal set to open the portals to Epic Universe this May, and Disney says they welcome the competition. Next on Sunrise, why the Mouse House says Epic Universe will actually boost earnings at Walt Disney World. All right, welcome back. In an earnings call yesterday, Disney said Hurricanes Milton and Helene put a bit of a damper on Disney's theme parks.
As WESH 2's Christina Watkins tells us, though, Disney expects a strong rebound to compete with Epic Universe. did have some great movies this past year. All right, out of 900 nominations across the country, there are more than 100 semi-finalists for the Military Child of the Year award.
And this recognizes their positive influence while overcoming challenges that so many military families face. WESH 2's Brevard County reporter Megan Moriarty shows us 3 semi-finalists are from our Space Coast. The nonprofit Operation Homefront hosts the award ceremony and gala in Washington, D.C. They're going to choose the finalists this month and then pick those 7 winners in March. The winners will represent each branch of the military and will win $10,000 along with a laptop.
The St. Petersburg mayor says he is now preparing for the possibility that the partnership to build a $1.3 billion ballpark for the Tampa Bay Rays may not reach home base. Last summer, the city council agreed to contribute $287 million towards the stadium, with Pinellas County contributing $312 million. But that plan took a turn when Hurricane Milton shredded the roof of Tropicana Field. The Rays will now play this season at the New York Yankees AAA Stadium in Tampa, and whether or not they'll ever return to St. Pete is still up in the air.
We are prepared and have always been prepared to adapt, adjust, and move forward if the Rays walk away from this partnership.
Discussions about the future of the Trop and the Rays are still ongoing. No timeline for when any decision will be made.
The Orlando Dreamers are continuing their push to bring an MLB team to the City Beautiful. Hall of Fame shortstop Barry Larkin recently joined the group as the public face of the movement. The Dreamers say they have verbal financial commitments totaling around $450 million, with more support on the way. All right, 4:48. Let's shift gears and turn to your first warning weather. It's getting to be warm in Central Florida with our afternoon hitting the 80s.
Yeah, above average temperatures this week.
Well above average at that. Our average is 74 degrees, and today we'll be in the mid 80s, right around 83. Tomorrow 83, 84 on Saturday, 85 on Sunday. So it's a stretch of unseasonably hot air. Now at the moment, we're not looking at record heat, but we're going to get close to that. On Friday, we'll be 3 degrees shy of our record of 86. Saturday, 4 degrees shy of the record of 88. Thankfully not that hot. And then on Sunday, we're going to be 2 degrees shy of the record of 87 degrees with a forecast high of 85. So we have a lot of heat in store. Even today, while we're not looking at record heat for Orlando, we're going to be 2 degrees shy of that record in Leesburg of 85 degrees from 2004 and 3 degrees shy of the record of 87 degrees from 2020 in Sanford. All of this to say it is hot for this time of year. We're already feeling that comfortable air this morning. Temperatures in the 60s, couple of 50s back towards our west. We're at 58 degrees in Ocala, 59 in the Villages, 57 in Wildwood, but 64 in Orlando, 65 in Daytona, 63 degrees in Melbourne. Now it's a much different start this morning. Most of us this morning waking up to mostly clear conditions, couple of clouds instead of the fog. But I am going to keep my eye on some fog trying to develop throughout the morning. Right now, it looks like in parts of Brevard County around the Melbourne area, now less than a 2-mile visibility, and that fog continues to thicken down in southern Brevard County around the Mico area. So watching patchy fog as you get the kids ready for school this morning. By the time that you pick them up this afternoon, we're just going to have spring-like warmth with our temperatures quickly rising into the mid 80s. All in all, though, with high pressure in place today, I'm not concerned about rainfall, so it's going to be an enjoyable 83 degrees. Most inland spots today between 83 and 84. Our coastline even expected to reach the low 80s, 80 to about 82 degrees for many of our coastal locations. If you're heading out to the theme parks today, don't forget that sunscreen, but great theme park day. You don't need any of that rain gear. Then tomorrow afternoon, inland spots around 81 to 83, and our coastline just slightly cooler into the middle and upper 70s. We have high pressure in place going into the weekend. That keeps a front up to the north. So that just means this weekend it's going to get warm. 84 on Saturday, 85 on Sunday, and we're going to stay dry both of those days. So if you have water park plans, beach plans, looking like a great weekend to do that. Next opportunity for rainfall will arrive Monday and Tuesday, just a passing shower or two as our highs remain in the middle 80s.
Season 3 of the hit NBC show Lopez vs. Lopez is coming to an end tomorrow.
And the cast says the season finale is going to leave people shocked. Next here on Sunrise, a sneak peek at what is sure to be a jaw-dropping finale.
Closed captioning brought to you by National Floors Direct.
WESH 2 celebrates Black History Month.
The Chitlin Circuit. It's a network of nightclubs, dance halls, and theaters.
It provided a safe space for Black Americans to enjoy live music during segregation. The circuit fostered legendary names like Ray Charles, B.B. King, and Ella Fitzgerald.
And it gave birth to some of the greatest blues and soul music ever played.
WESH 2 celebrates Black History Month.
NBC's Lopez vs. Lopez wraps up its third season tomorrow night.
The comedy has explored the dynamics of reuniting an estranged father with his daughter. But as Mark Barker tells us, some other relationships are in the spotlight for the season finale. The season finale of Lopez vs. Lopez airs tomorrow night at 8:30 p.m. right here on WESH 2.
In the day ahead, comedy legend Hank Azaria brings his talents to Orlando's Plaza Live with his Easy Street Band. Yeah, not E Street Band, but this is all a concert tribute to the man with the E Street Band, Bruce Springsteen.
Come see us, Orlando.
All right, you know that guy's face on the left there. That's Hank Azaria. He's probably best known for his iconic voice acting work on The Simpsons. Azaria and I spoke earlier in the week about his obsession with the boss since childhood. He's been working on that voice for a long time, and he explained to me how Springsteen connects with The Simpsons.
So, fun fact, you take Al Pacino, young Al on one end, and Bruce Springsteen on the other end. In the middle there is Mo the bartender, right dead central there, between Springsteen and Pacino.
Now I get how all
you see
came
now
together.
how it works all together there.
Yes, and Hank Azaria is going to be at MegaCon Orlando this weekend too, where he'll meet with fans. Listen to this, all the money from the Plaza Live concert tonight and from his MegaCon appearance, he's going to donate to charity. You can get more information on WESH.com. It was so fun talking to him.
I was going to say, it sounds like a fun interview.
Yeah,
you guys had a great time.
Yeah, and we'll talk much more about Hank Azaria and a whole lot more straight ahead for you on WESH 2 News at 5 o'clock. Stay with us.